It is way too early for this. There is literally no one else on the road right now. What the heck? What an absolutely gorgeous way to start off the day. Traveling down I-4 and we have hot air balloons. How awesome is that? Look at that. It's been a hot minute since I've seen hot air balloons. Am I ever brave enough to get in one? Absolutely not. But it's still really cool to see. Alright, time for a little game of parking booth roulette. Well, we're cutting it real close today, aren't we? All we really need to do is to just get close enough to the park. We just need to be in range in order to get a virtual line. We just got to get in range, that's it. About 7:40 in the morning on Sunday, November 1st, and that is what the current parking situation looks like to get in. A lot of people have their phones out and they're on the Universal app. Everyone's just keeping it tuned. We're waiting for the virtual queue to show up. Supposedly yesterday, the queues opened up at 7:45. So we're gonna see today if the same thing happens. But you know, yesterday when the queues went live, they were gone within minutes. So everyone's on their phones, everyone's already ready. You don't have to be inside the park to get a virtual queue. You just have to be in the general vicinity. It is gonna be a pretty busy Sunday at Universal. All right, it's 7:45 and there's still no virtual queue available just quite yet. Not entirely sure when they're gonna go live. Alrighty, we're finally inside the park and a lot of people have the same idea as I do. Everyone's hunkering down with their phones out. It's very similar to what you would see at Hollywood Studios for Rise of the Resistance. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do that, 10 o'clock. Got the spinning circle. They are now live at 7:52. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. And there we go, 10:10 to 10:40. Easy as that. Heck yes. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change, see if I can change the return time, add more people. Actually, no, all the 10 o'clock spots are gone. So we're gonna see if we can do that later, but we are good. 10:10 to 10:40. And I can take 2 other people with me. So in case anyone is standing outside who didn't get a return time, I can take 2 additional people with me just to be nice. So heck yeah, guys, we're gonna go do Beetlejuice. So the virtual queue opened up at 7:52 and it's 1 minute later and the return times are already dwindling down. That is insane. Not even 2 minutes later and they're pretty much almost gone. So change the return time and that's it. A little less than 2 minutes and they're all gone. That is incredible. It's just like Rise of the Resistance, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I know that was a little bit of a hectic start, but welcome back to Universal Studios. It is November 1st. Halloween was yesterday. The Halloween season should officially, in theory, be over, and all the Christmas decorations are now able to be put up. You are now legally allowed to put up your Christmas decorations. But we are here at Universal Studios because yesterday, Universal Studios opened up the Beetlejuice haunted house. Now, it was long rumored for a while that the Beetlejuice house was going to open up for a select run. Everyone initially thought that it was going to be among the 2 houses that are going to be open. You can see it on the other side. This is the entrance to the Bride of Frankenstein Lives. Everyone thought that it was going to be one of those 2 haunted houses that were going to be opening up. But, you know, obviously that didn't happen. And so there were rumors circulating around that it was going to be around for the last weekend. And you know, as we got closer to that, the rumors got more and more true. A lot more sources were confirming it, and it happened yesterday. On Saturday, Halloween, they opened up Beetlejuice, and now supposedly this is just for 2 days only that they're doing this. Per the contract between Universal and Warner Brothers, the people who helped make the Beetlejuice movie, they told Universal you need to have the house open for at least 2 days if you want to have it for next year in 2021. So Universal opened it up. They kept it really hush-hush. There was no official announcement by Universal that this was going to be done. So it's very, very interesting that they did this, and it's still on the hush-hush. You know, Universal kind of confirmed it on Twitter by confirming the house hours and the dates. So I'm just happy that we're here. We weren't able to come yesterday because I was working, but we are here bright and early in the morning to get a chance to walk through this haunted house, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we'll be able to go through it multiple times today. We were lucky enough to get one of the earliest return times, and supposedly there's another batch being released at 11, so in theory we should have a chance to do that. It's going to be a really long day. We're going to be here for pretty much most of the day. I'm excited. I hope you are too. Let's get started. It looks like the other two haunted houses don't open until 9 a.m. so we have about an hour to kill before things really get open, but the park does officially open at 8. Also, I do believe that this is the very last day that the tribute store is open, and as you can see, there is a bit of a line forming to get inside the tribute store on this very last day of Halloween offerings here at Universal Studios. We might stop by in there later because a lot of the stuff is really discounted in there. I already know that this is going to be the calm before the storm. The park is looking pretty empty right now, but it's a Sunday. I mean, if I'm correct, we should expect the park to maybe not hit capacity, because it didn't hit capacity yesterday, but the park should get pretty full and the line should be pretty lengthy. Looks like Revenge of the Mummy is only a 10-minute wait, and this is one of the few rides that I can fit on here at Universal, so I mean, why not? Might as well. Revenge of the Mummy is a fantastic ride as always. I did get my ride photo because Coda does have the photo key, so I'm gonna put that picture in over here so that you guys can see that. Fantastic ride. One other thing that I do want to mention though is that they are boarding every single row. What doesn't make sense is that in the loading area they have plexiglass separating the rows, but the plexiglass is useless if you're just going to seat people right in front of each other, and we're much closer than 6 feet apart from each other, so doesn't make much sense, but that is a thing. Also, from what I can tell, it looks like the longest line of the day is for Starbucks. A lot of people want Starbucks today. Can I get in a virtual line for Starbucks? Is that a thing? So we have about an hour and 15 minutes until the haunted house officially opens. And I saw a tweet earlier of a massive crowd standing out front of the house, and a lot of people were pretty upset that, you know, they couldn't get a virtual queue or whatever. So this is currently just before 9 o'clock, and it looks like the crowds have pretty much dissipated. A lot of people are still talking to team members, not able to get a virtual queue, so it is unfortunate, but they should be releasing more times throughout the day. Even though the sign says haunted houses at capacity, you know, they should be releasing more times throughout the day. So either folks are waiting for the house to open up, or these are folks who are still trying to get a return time for the house. Not entirely sure. There were people yesterday saying that when the house first opened up, they did let some people in through standby. So, I guess a lot of people are still hoping. 10-minute wait for Men in Black? Yes, please. So let me ask you guys this. What is your highest personal score on Men in Black? Because I feel like I'm absolutely terrible. I can max out Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin every single time without fail. But on Men in Black, I went through just now and I had 529,000. So, is that decent, or am I really as terrible as I think I am? Let me know down in the comment section below. All right, the time is now 9:24. Let's go ahead and head back over to Beetlejuice and see what the crowds are looking like and see how this house opens up. I'm very interested to see what happens with people who did not get a return time when the house opens up. There is still an impenetrable wall of team members here blocking off the entrance to the haunted house. They should be letting guests in very soon, but you're not getting by unless you're going to the bathroom, that's for sure. Wait, what the heck just happened? All the team members just moved. There was a wall of team members here a second ago and they all just moved. What in the world? Everyone's moving closer. I'm not entirely sure. I already have a return time. I'm just here to observe. I am a passive observer of the situation. Okay, so they're telling people to make sure that they have their 10 o'clock virtual times out and ready, your QR codes, and yep, they uncovered it. There is the sign for Beetlejuice. Okay, so we're out here chilling. The entrance to the house is right over there. A team member just said that they do have a little bit of a quote-unquote standby area right over there by the Woody Woodpecker coaster. However, they said that entrance is still not guaranteed. That's their little bit of a holding area for people without a return time. And they said that you could wait there all day and possibly not get in. But they said that if they were to do a standby line and let general people in without a virtual queue, they would pull from that group of people over there. And they said that once it reaches capacity, it's going to be closed off. So, you know, not that it's going to matter to any of you guys now, but I just thought I'd share that this is a thing that they're doing. All right, it is 10:10. It's time to head on into Beetlejuice. And in case you guys are curious about the story of the haunted house, they do have QR codes throughout the queue so that way you can read up before you head on inside. It's still very bizarre to be heading back out this way for a haunted house, but in the middle of the day. It's 10 o'clock in the morning and we're heading on into a haunted house. You're so used to being back here when it's completely dark. It still blows my mind that we only got Mardi Gras for a few weekends at Universal. It's insane. This year was such a good year too, and all the floats look absolutely spectacular. Oh my gosh, the music is generating the hype. These girls are so excited. Holy crap, guys, this is real. It's happening. It's time.
Hey, later, girls. Take your seat. Come on and sit right up. Come on and buzz down. It's showtime. How are you, friends? Come on in. You know what's beautiful about this? You kids think me. It's happy and big kid. Makes me want to kiss you.
Okay, just got out of Beetlejuice, and holy cow, that was such a fun house. Such a fun house. Not very scary at all. There was one part that really got me. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's not a scary house at all. But if you love the movie, you're definitely going to love the house. It's super detailed. It's exactly like walking through the entire movie from start to finish. And there are a lot of awesome special effects in there. Again, all the actors are behind plexiglass or plastic tarps or whatever it is, but it's still a fantastic house from start to finish. Plenty of Beetlejuices everywhere to try and get you, and a couple of really large scares in there, but fantastic house. Again, we're going to be trying to go through the house again later if we can get another virtual time. I'm very happy that I got to go through at least once, and the house is coming back next year, so we'll have plenty of opportunity to go through this house in 2021. Fantastic. All right, so it looks like the standby waiting area is true, because I had someone that I met over here, one of you guys that I met over here, and he didn't get a virtual return time. But I heard a TM telling what I told you guys, that there is a standby waiting area like around the corner over here. And as I was walking out of the house, he was walking in. He didn't have a return time. So clearly they do let some standby people in. So we're gonna go ahead, head on down. I'm gonna try and get into the house again through standby and let you guys know what we're dealing with. Alrighty, so we are officially in the standby holding area. They do have stationary markers over here. Like, I could move this around if I wanted to. They have several others set up. So there is a temporary standby waiting area, but once it's full, it's full. So a kind team member did come by and talk to me, and he basically said what I told you guys. There's no guarantee of getting in. He says there's a high chance of us getting in before 11 o'clock. So fingers crossed for that, because we are kind of standing here in the sun, but it is something that I am wanting to share with you guys and kind of experiment out, and just so that you guys know that it is something that is going on. All right, just before 11 o'clock and we're moving. They're letting us in. So standby for the win. Heck yeah, brother. So they gave us this little return pass. I've never seen this silver one before. Single attraction pass. Trying to focus in on it. Very interesting. I'm super excited. Either way, we're going on in for a second time. Well, easy come, easy go. They handed us the pass, and right around the corner, they scanned it and took it away from us. Well, that just goes to show you that's how the standby system works here. And my God, I am super backlit. There you go. Now you can see me. Not that I have much more to say anyway. We're going back into Beetlejuice for a second time. Oh yeah, I am extremely satisfied with this. Being able to go into Beetlejuice for a second time, like less than an hour later. It's absolutely fantastic.
All right, let me hear it now. Come on, everybody, come on. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll eat anything you want to eat. I'll swallow anything you want to swallow. Calm down. Chew like a dog. Yeah, that's a deep cut. That's what we call a deep cut. You look good, man. Yeah, watch where you're going. Watch where you're going. Nice mask.
Second run through of Beetlejuice was just as good as the first one, if not better. I knew exactly what to look for. I was walking through by myself this time, and I got to stand by and take my time and look at all the scare actors as they came out and really appreciate it. I'm really hoping that I get to go through a third time, but I'm completely satisfied with twice. I don't need to wait in the standby line again. Maybe later in the evening we'll try again, But in the meantime, we'll try and get a return time. If not, that's totally fine. I went through it twice. I am 100% satisfied. That is a phenomenal house, and I know that a lot of you guys are going to be very excited to see it, and it is coming back in 2021, so I know you guys will love it. Looks like another round of guests are waiting in the standby queue, so it looks like once they let one group in, they fill it up, and then they let that group in, so you just got to keep checking throughout the day. Oh, hey, look at that. Barney's out here. How cute is that? All right, so it's about 11:15. I've been standing out in the sun for a little while waiting for that haunted house. I'm a little hot. Let's see if we can find someplace indoors to sit down, chill out, and maybe grab something to eat. Oh yeah, the crowds have definitely picked up a little bit. A lot more people here now. Alrighty, only took us about 15 minutes. We are now inside Mel's Drive-In, and now I just got to go ahead and place my mobile order. I'm sitting at a table. Go ahead and prepare it. Should be here very soon. So we are sitting down at a booth inside. There is plexiglass behind me, separating the party behind me from myself. So I feel pretty safe, and other tables where there is no plexiglass, they're not sitting people adjacent to you. So like over here in front of me, there's no plexiglass on this wall over here separating me from that table, so no one's sitting over there. Alrighty guys, lunch is served. I got a grilled chicken sandwich, added some bacon, and I got some avocado on the side that I'm gonna just plop on top of that. Should be really good. So, lunch at Mel's Drive-In was absolutely phenomenal. The grilled chicken sandwich with avocado and a little bit of lettuce, or not lettuce, of bacon, was so good. I highly recommend getting that. I didn't even need any ketchup, mayonnaise, or anything on it. It was just that good. And I also got a refill cup, and I got some zero sugar Powerade, which is always appreciated. While I was in there, I was on my phone trying to get a virtual time again for Beetlejuice, and a time did come up for 12:05. I tried to slide the bar to get multiple people in because there's so many people here who are unable to get a virtual queue, and I was on Twitter, saying, hey, I have 2 extra spots available for my first time. If you're in the park, you want to join me, just message me. And we did get a group of people in. I was trying to replicate that, but unfortunately I was unable to snag that 12 o'clock time. So they are releasing times throughout the day, so hopefully a lot more people will get the opportunity to go inside. I did manage to snag a virtual queue for, what was it, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. So I got a return time for that. We're going to be doing that a little bit later. That's at 4 o'clock. But upon talking with Coda did mention that there is a detail in the haunted house saying that there's a little sticky note or something in one of the rooms saying we'll be back in 364 days. Not entirely sure if that's a reference for the house, but I got nothing better to do. I already rode some of the attractions. I went through the haunted house already. A lot of the wait times are already starting to get up there, more than I'm really willing to wait. So figure, why not? I got nothing better to do. I might as well stand in the standby line and try and get in for a 3rd time today. There are a lot of positives associated with losing weight. One of the negatives is that now I need new pants. The shorts that I'm wearing right now, typically I'd be able to wear without a belt, and now I put it on this morning expecting to not need a belt, and now I'm walking through the park and I'm like, I need a belt. So it is what it is. Well, just like I said, there's no guarantees with the standby queue just as you're getting in. The standby queue is currently closed right now, so I got nothing better to do. Again, we'll hang out over here and just check and see whether or not we'll be able to get into the standby queue a little bit later on. I can hang out for about 15 minutes, no big deal. And just as quickly as they said it was closed, they opened it right back up. We're going on in for a 3rd time. Once you're in the actual queue, it looks like it's getting a little bit longer, but no big deal. Yeah, you can see the queue is getting pretty lengthy right now. So I don't know if they're gonna keep doing standby for a while until the queue dies down. Oh, this is really cool. Something I just noticed, they have the porta potties out here from the Zombieland Scare Zone last year. The rule number 3, beware of bathrooms. They're not actual porta potties. There used to be zombie scare actors, and one of them had like a mannequin in it, or like a dead body in it. So it's really cool to see. I'm surprised that they still have that out here. Don't worry folks, nothing to see here, just a man casually driving his boat down the road. Nothing to see here. And rounding the final turn into the home stretch, we have boat number 2 quickly gaining on the red boat down there. I don't know folks, I think it's gonna be a photo finish.
Yeah, save some of that for later. You know what I'm saying? Oh! Oh man, you guys want to get into my house. I want to get you guys into my house. You know, what do I got cut a deal with you guys, huh?
It's like we got ourselves a little cast change going on over here. How awesome is that? I love watching the cast change. Third time through the house. Again, it's absolutely phenomenal. I love it, and I'm sure you guys are going to be a huge fan of it too if you're a fan of the movie. If you're a fan of the movie, then you're going to absolutely love the house. I think I'm pretty satisfied for the day. Maybe I'll try and come back one more time a little bit later, but other than that, I'm pretty much done for right now. We're gonna see if there's any other rides that we can do in this park, and then we're gonna make our way over to Islands of Adventure. I think that's gonna be a separate video though, not entirely sure. I think this one's gonna be long enough as it is. Very similar to our last, most recent weekend trip to Universal. The lines to get into restaurants are quite lengthy. Thankfully, I had my lunch nice and early. So supposedly, Revenge of the Tooth Fairy is only a 15-minute wait. Let's head on inside. You know, the difference between these two houses at the front of the park and Beetlejuice is like night and day. Like, these two houses in the front of the park are genuinely meant to be scary, whereas Beetlejuice, I feel like, isn't really scary at all, except for the one big scare that I told you about. I mean, other people might get startled, but me, personally speaking, I don't get scared super easily. Like, it takes a good scare to get me, and that's how I know it's a good scare, if I get got. But these two houses, I feel like, try to go harder as far as being genuinely scary and creepy. And then Beetlejuice is just a really fun house to go through. I don't know. That's just my own personal opinion. All right, guys, let's go ahead and end things off with The Bride of Frankenstein Lives. Only a 10-minute wait. Well, this is new. We're in line for Bride of Frankenstein Lives, and we're heading into another sound stage. This is typically where other houses are. They normally have, oh my God, I've never seen this sound stage so empty. Holy cow. I'm 99% sure they had other houses already built up in here and everything, and they had to tear it all down. That just breaks my heart. I've never been in here when it's completely empty before. Oh, that is so heartbreaking. Wait a minute, I didn't know we were in Six Flags. What's Superman doing here? So we're inside the Universal store. It's actually kind of funny. You got all this Christmas stuff over here as they're getting ready for the holidays and Grinchmas. You know, you'd think the store would be completely transformed for Christmas, but oh geez. You got, still got Mr. Scarecrow over here for Halloween. So, quite a juxtaposition here. Okay, so, scratch that. My day's not over just quite yet. While I was in the line for the Born Stuntacular, by the way, fantastic show, I got a virtual queue to go back into Beetlejuice at 4:50, and I got it for 4 people, so I can take 3 additional people with me. So, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I put out the call asking if anyone was in the park and hadn't gotten a virtual queue yet who wanted to go into the house yet. And I got responses, so I'm going to be taking a few people inside the house with me. You know, because the virtual queues have been so difficult to get all day. So if I'm lucky enough to get one, I want to bring some other people with me who may not have otherwise gotten the chance to get inside the house. So I'm excited. 4 times today. I definitely wasn't expecting that at all. So we're about 10 minutes away from our virtual queue reservation time, and there's still so many people standing out in front of the haunted house. I'm assuming that they're all just waiting for them to say, hey, everyone just go in, have at it. But I don't really know if that's going to be a thing, because I know on the first day, the first couple days, that the other 2 houses up front opened up. At the end of the night, they just opened up the house for everybody and said, have at it. But those queues were a lot longer than what this one is. This queue, I don't think, is made to hold that many people. Hence why they're pushing for virtual queues so much more than the other houses. I don't know, but I'm very curious to see what happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. 4:50. Time for run number 4 of Beetlejuice, our last one of the night. Alrighty, 4th time today and the last time. I'm super excited.
Alright, ditch those losers for fun. Hello, beautiful. Oh, picture.
That was such an incredible experience. I got to take 3 followers into the haunted house. It was an absolutely fantastic time. They were so appreciative. These 2 girls, they were here early this morning and they were not able to get a return time, and I was able to help them out. So that was a fantastic experience. I'm very happy that I was able to do that. All right, guys. Well, that is going to do it from us here at Universal Studios. The Halloween season is officially over. 2020 is in the books. It wasn't the greatest season ever. Unfortunately, the circumstances that surrounded this Halloween season were unfortunate. Hopefully next year we'll be back stronger and better than ever. I'm super thankful that I got to experience Beetlejuice 4 times tonight. And like I said earlier, I'm super thankful that I got to help other people out today as well and get them into the haunted house so that they can experience it. It was an all-around fantastic day. I'm really tired. Been here since 7:30. It's going on, it's after 5:30 right now, so I've been here for quite a while. I met so many of you guys today. So many of you guys wanted to talk to me and get pictures with me. It was an absolutely phenomenal experience. I love each and every single one of you. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos. Interactions like that are what keep me going and what really push me to make more videos like this and to try to be a better YouTuber. And I love each and every single one of you guys. If you guys ever see me in the parks, please do not hesitate to come up and say hi. Even if I have the camera in front of my face, please go ahead and interrupt me. It is totally fine. I'm not bothered by it whatsoever. And if you see Coda around in the parks as well, please be sure to say hi to her as well. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I had a lot of fun making it. It was quite an exhausting day, but it's all worth it for you guys. And fret not, Beetlejuice will be returning at Halloween Horror Nights 30 next year in 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new around here. Ring that bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video like this in the future. And leave a comment down below. Hit the join button if you want to become a member of the Express Squad. It helps out the channel a lot. It helps keep the videos going. And you guys can get a shout out on each and every single one of our videos if you become a tier 3 member. Again, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you are all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, and we will see you guys in the next video.